Hey guys, Sarah with MyGene Pro. I'm here with my husband, Dr. Fox, and we read an interesting article about fertility recently, and it just made us think about all of the clients that we've had in the past that were trying to get pregnant and trying to stay pregnant, and they would ask us if there was anything that they could do to increase their chances of conceiving or of keeping
Fertility.
fertility.
Yeah, get it right.
And so this article was really interesting because, I don't want to talk about it. You probably
Yeah,
should.
so it was they just released it. It was out of the University of Massachusetts, just talking about we always focus on the women for fertility, and men tend to blame the women, like, hey, it's all your fault, it's not my fault, type of thing. But they actually looked at sperm and epigenetics for sperm, and they found that there's about an 80-day window, and it takes about 80 days for the sperm to mature. And so within that 80 days, it's very important on how a guy actually takes care of himself to increase his fertility. And so, like, we work with a lot of couples and a lot of pregnant moms, and like some of the couples that we work with, the biggest thing they're trying to do is like, what vitamins and minerals and supplements do I need to be on for the wife? And it's like, no, it's actually probably, if not more important, to look at the husband. And so there's some certain things that you want to do with a husband that we'll talk about in another video. But she's helped a lot of people with epigenetics for the wife, but now the research is finally starting to come out like, hey, it takes two to tango, so we should look at both of them. And yeah, we're excited to see what comes out of this, but we just know that there's about a 3-month, 80-day window of how important it is if you want to conceive. Look at what the guy's doing because it'll directly affect the baby.
And this study was done by the University of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So it's an actual study it's not just a opinion or a weird sciencey article. It's real life, and I think what a lot of people miss, like he said, is that they focus so intently on what's mom doing. No alcohol, no drugs. Stay away from things that are toxic for the body. But it's just as important for men to be monitoring how they're taking care of themselves, especially in that 3-month window before conception, because it's proven with these scientific research articles that that 3-month window actually can change the epigenetic expression of the sperm, meaning your child's development. So it's not just if you will conceive based on how you're taking care of yourself, but it's also how will that affect the child that you conceive and how will that affect their development. So it's not just a fertility thing, because that's only a piece of the puzzle. You want to make sure that you're maximizing the life of your unborn child. Getting pregnant and staying pregnant and having a healthy baby is great, and that's what everybody wants, but we also want a healthy child. We want a healthy developing child. And so taking care of yourself in those 3 months is crucial. One of the things that I noticed that was huge for us with our third, we actually conceived very quickly. I was really surprised. But the one thing that I know we changed above all else was reducing stress. And that was huge for us. We were extremely stressed out for the last couple years, starting our own business, starting a family, the whole thing, moving across the country twice, and it took its toll on our health, but we didn't realize that also can affect fertility, and that can also affect the expression of the genes that you pass on to your children. And so removing stress was such a big impact for us as far as being healthy and being able to conceive, and also to make sure that we're passing on genes to our children that are not destroyed by the effects of stress. So that's just one tip that we can give you guys to leave with. Start considering that. Start thinking about ways that you can release stress, minimize stress, reduce it, because it really does have an impact not just on your health, but on your future generations' health as well.
Yeah, I would look into the things that we really work on is breathing, learning how to breathe and calm your breath down. Do it when you get home. You want your breathing to be about 8 to 10 breaths a minute, and most of us breathe like 16. And then we wonder why we have so much anxiety and angst in our system. It's just because we don't know how to breathe. Just learning how to breathe from your stomach alone can reduce like 75% of all stress. And then just look at especially for guys, look at what they're putting on their bodies. Just because that will directly affect anything and everything in their system. But for more information, just check out our website, jump online, and ask for a free consult to just kind of go over some tips on what you or your wife can do to increase your fertility, or if you are pregnant, like how to maximize or optimize your genetics and your baby genetics. We'd be more than happy to help you.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Like this page, share it with a friend. Have a blessed day.
Bye.